shot. Extra Pegasus.
You looking for something there, buddy? Like another movie?
I'm looking for a reviewer.
Well, we got plenty of lows around here.
To talk about Discord. It's a tall order, talking about a fan favorite character. Gotta be passionate about him.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Neither did this here fandom. Get a man like John Delancey voicing a character, putting bronies on the map. Gone from just another job to one of the fandom's biggest supporters. Character ain't the same neither. Not since Keep Calm and Flutter On.
Oh, hey, she's right.
Time was, we thought Discord was like a god. Starting to wonder if we were putting him on too high a pedestal. That's why I need another viewpoint. Some brony or Pegasister who wants to talk straight about this fella.
If you just turn around...
Oh, she might not like what I've got to say. A lot of strong feelings on this episode. Gotta be ready to enter the storm.
Do you not realize who's behind you?
Oh, totally. I'm just trying to get a rise out of her.
Are you crazy?
Sources point to yes.
Let's do this, bird guy.
And bronies wonder why I don't collab no more.
Discord, are we a prey alone? Or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Discord, we won't take it anymore, so take a tyranny away.
So, reforming Discord in one episode. The dude gets a two-parter introduction, but only 20 or so minutes to turn things around.
I admit, I wish we did have more time to flesh the idea out. But given that we were in Season 3, the season where everything was, well, a tad rushed, I can see where the show staff is coming from. They wanted to use Discord more than, that one time, but needed a way to do it. Of course, we could have waited for Season 4, but then we couldn't have Discord as an indirect antagonist in the season's premiere. It was a tough call. And before we go any further, this is my favorite episode, you better tread lightly, mister. I know people.
We begin with our main heroines, Sons Fluttershy and Applejack, awaiting the arrival of Princess Celestia, which, as we all know, has only led to joy in the past. And maybe that's why Twilight and Company handled Discord's arrival so well.
How could you bring Discord here? If by serious havoc you mean turning Ponyville into the chaos capital of the world. And tricking us all into being the opposite of our true selves.
And making yummy, delicious chocolate milk rain all over the place without a single dollop of whipped cream to go whip it anywhere in sight. Not a single dollar!
You ever think our heroines are a little too chummy with the rulers? Talk to royalty like that anywhere else, and...
Maybe the chumminess is foreshadowing to Twilight's future alicornness state thing. Like, it comes to a point where Celestia and Twilight are equals in a sense, right? Perhaps Celestia is starting to let her borders come down a little bit for the sake of Twilight and her confidence that she'll advance to her princesshood.
Possibly, though I still boggle that Celestia drops off Discord and the elements of harmony, then departs for a royal summit. If Twilight and Celestia are meant to be equals, I would have loved to see her tackle this challenge alongside Twilight. Wonder what's so special about this summit. Well, I cannot argue with that.
So Flutters and Applejack seem to be dealing with a problem that has to do with beavers who have a tendency to curse.
Mr. Beaverton Beaverteeth! Such language!
Oh, wow.
What did he say?
Seems that they blocked some kind of stream that caused the orchard, or at least part of it, to become flooded. This is to establish that Fluttershy is good with dealing with conflict when two opposing forces are ready to get in the death ring. As is, I guess it's effective, but it seems to be a repeat of what we already know about Fluttershy. At least old fans do anyway.
I guess that includes Celestia, who specially tasks Fluttershy with reforming Discord, which means depetrifying him first. And isn't this scene odd in hindsight? One of the final uses of the elements of harmony is to undo their most powerful spell.
I suppose so. It's also odd that Celestia is playing favorites like this, and is confident that Fluttershy can handle the job without a sweat. Like I've said in the past, I get the feeling that she knows something about Discord's tendencies that she's not sharing. I mean, why else would she feel so safe with the idea? Besides the convenience of the plot. Damn you, plot!
And the plot likewise demands that things go south almost immediately, as Discord isn't limber for more than half a second before he's changing his surroundings. Some fans have wondered why he didn't just teleport away. After all, the elements apparently need line of sight to work. I think it would have helped if Twilight had stated something like they could bring him out of stone, yet limit his power.
I agree. As far as escaping, I always figured it was because he knew that if he got away, the main six would eventually catch up with him. I think he wanted a more permanent way to make sure he was free for good.
Though I do wonder about the old boy's survival instincts as he teases the main six while they still have the elements, which conveniently can't be stolen now thanks to Celestia's magic. And that brings me to a question that's been growing in my mind over Season 4. How powerful is Discord, really?
What do you mean?
Well, he's definitely strong, able to change both personalities and reality with a snap of his fingers, or tail. Yet we've also seen Twilight create a pocket reality in his landscape. Rarity changed Ponyville into her own brand of chaos. And Tyrek was able to hold and drain Discord of his magic without resistance. When Discord first hit the scene, we all likened him to Q's omnipotence. Yet in a world of magic, perhaps we're overestimating his strength.
Well, I guess the cheating answer depends on what, again, the plot needs him for. But it also depends on how much control the main six have on him at a time. Obviously, he needs to be somewhat toned down in order for the episode to work, but his powers seem to be going in a downward, steady spiral. All powerful before, but in Twilight's Kingdom barely doing any harm. This could be attributed to how much he's toned himself down as he's gotten to the main six on more cordial terms, or again, the convenience of the plot. I kinda like the former answer, and it helps that this seems to be going on almost subconsciously for him over a time period, which is a slight hint that his reformation is becoming more genuine over the course of time.
Though I must credit Discord with one power, resisting the stare. The only being in Equestria to do so, and I can vouch for the stare's terror. I got a little hungry one day, and, well... When Fluttershy stares into you, well, it changes a fan.
So Discord and Fluttershy are roommates now. Well, with Angel. Does he count? He doesn't count. They're gonna go out and have fun and cheat on each other's tests and have wild parties. Oh wait, not college roommates. Dang it. This also might be a good time to mention just how long Discord stays at Fluttershy's. It's never really stated, but hinted upon. For example, the climax takes place during sundown, but Celestia picks Discord up at high noon. Conclusion, it was at least night, which might help the fluff near the end of the episode feel more believable. As Discord and Fluttershy spent all night, maybe talking?
I got the impression that it was at least several days, though I really can't point at anything beyond the dinner scene. Instead, I'm gonna focus on the angel abuse. It's the little things in life.
I'm still waiting for the spin-off series with Discord vs. Angel. We get a cool fan-made animation, but come on, can you imagine?
As fun as it is to see Discord up to his antics, this is also a celebration moment for Fluttershy fans. She's not going over the top screaming or driving others to tears. This is a story where she demonstrates healthy assertion. But Fluttershy's new appeal comes at a price. Her friend's counter plan.
I really want to have a reforming spell up and running pronto.
That still creeps me out to this day.
Why? It's just a reforming spell.
Oh, I could rant about this for a good while, but it's easier to show. Using my latest invention, the Modulator 3000! Patent pending.
Oh, what on earth does it do, Mr. Quill?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Fluttercord is totally the best ship. Hey.
And again.
The best episode is totally Spike at your service, man. Stop brainwashing me.
No, I'm reforming you. Viva doublespeak.
John Delancey's a so-so actor. Oh, you'll be on the menu for Thanksgiving now, mo.
I'm sorry, Senpai. The bad bird made me do it.
What?
A reform spell sounds nice, but there's a lot of implications. It's the same problem I have with zapping some pony good, or Cadence's love spell. Discord was portrayed as a villain for forcing the ponies to act different, but now it's okay if our heroines do it? Baloney! High praise to Celestia, who didn't even bring up this option or consider it because it's horrible.
I get that they had to have a backup plan, but this is pretty dark for Equestria standards. Makes me think about all that fan work that can just slide into the realm of believability thanks to that concept. Do you even fall out? I mean, do you? Because I don't.
And as the MLP franchise seems to be relying more and more upon magical means to change a character, the more I appreciate genuine reformations. Starting with Fluttershy offering Discord unconditional friendship and trust.
Because that's what friends do.
Which is something this episode does right, having Fluttershy be the one to offer that to him. It's the most believable option anyway.
We're friends?
Why, of course. I can't remember my house ever being this lively before you came along.
Now we reach the part of the episode where I start to wonder about the rules to Discord's magic. During a disastrous dinner party, he animates Fluttershy's silverware, which starts attacking her friends. Yet only after Rainbow and Twilight say things that would possibly offend the settings. So is this really Discord's doing, or did he just set the ball rolling and the enchanted items really do have egos?
Yeah, this scene is kind of the weakest of the bunch. I mean, it just seems like a poor Beauty and the Beast reference. But why I buy it is it shows the progression that Fluttershy is having on Discord. At this point, he's come to like her company without realizing it until he calls her his friend.
Well, I've never really had a friend before.
Well, now you do.
It shows a small build-up in the relationship that I think most can buy if they think about it. As far as magic, it's hard to say. I mean, if this scene is any indicator, he might be trying to test his limits and keep the game distracted. But if it wasn't worth it for this, I don't know what it is.
For me, the hardest part is the climax, as Angel rushes in to reveal that Sweet Apple Acres is flooded. Again. And of course, it's because Discord did some subtle voodoo on the beavers. We see that Fluttershy's strategy has backfired. Since she never set limits, Discord acts without fear of retaliation, thinking that Fluttershy won't touch him. And, son of a gun, she doesn't. In this moment, Discord has actually won.
Until the power of friendship.
Not your friend!
But the brilliant thing is, Fluttershy's friendship is the thing that he realizes he can't control, and that's his metaphorical leash. He thinks he's won, but he doesn't understand how much Fluttershy has affected him until she threatens to leave him. Which implies that Discord, despite his outward appearance of loving chaos, he needs companionship like everyone else to be happy. And then we get into this argument about this backstory that I really like, what he was looking for, etc.
My biggest critique is how Keep Calm and Flutter On forces our cast into an all-or-nothing scenario. Fluttershy made a choice that effectively doomed the world, and I can see why people would criticize that. I wonder if this might have worked better if Discord hadn't brainwashed the beavers, and they flooded the farm by mistake. It'd be tempting and easy to blame Discord, so Fluttershy would have to make a choice about a character who's not yet trustworthy. But, alas, that 20-minute timer's a-tickin'. So Celestia returns to meet the quasi-reformed Discord, and we have a line that's meant to set all the fans to squee.
Friendship is magic.
He said it! He said it!
On a closing note, what's with Celestia's face? Like, does she know something's going on?
Oh, she knows that by leaving the elements of Twilight, she has just set the stage for 9 months of fan rage.
Or shipping? No.
And that's Keep Calm and Flutter On.
Again, despite its flaws, this is still my favorite episode. It shows that a character like Discord can have some implied depth that really makes you think about his character. All characters should be like this, right? Not some one-dimensional beings, but ones that would make you question their past, their motivations, their current self. 10 out of 10 would watch. Plus, this episode made me take the next steps to become more active in the fandom. And here I am today. Whether that's a good or bad thing remains to be seen.
While not my personal favorite, it is an episode I've come to appreciate more with time, especially as Discord's reformation has taken place over phases, with some regression. I think Discord is better suited to be a trickster than a tyrant, and that's a better use for a character than a continually defeated antagonist. My greatest wish is that this episode could have been given way more time, with Discord interacting with the main six individually, and having less absolutism in the climax. And I'm always glad to know that John Delancey may return. For he is the
most amazing actor in the history of the universe, and he's got a cool beard, and I hope people realize I'm being overdramatic about this for the sake of humor, and why won't he return my phone calls or acknowledge my existence, senpai? Why?
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Well, I'm Silver Quill, and she's
senpai!
Going to be okay. Thanks for watching. Hey, I know something that would cheer you up.